It's time for the May garden tour. Let's check it out. The garden vista now has a location for my drinks and garden notebook. It's been my morning and lunch rituals lately, just sitting here. I even saw a hummingbird. I couldn't believe it the other day, sitting here at lunchtime, relaxing, and seeing one fly up on top of the tomato cage. If we walk this way, I've put in 4 tomato plants and this Ford Hook squash. Here's garden bed number 1. I put in a tomato plant. The pinto beans have a couple of flowers. I do have a garden bean back here for green beans. Another tomato plant. Cucumber plant is very happy. The cilantro has gone crazy. Another tomato plant. Beautiful that cilantro is. I put in a cucumber plant here, which is not happy. Future plans for garden bed 1. Plant peppers and companion plants. Peppers don't play well with beans, so I'm gonna have to be real careful on where I place the peppers. Garden bed 2. So pretty borage plant. Celery is going to seed, probably like 4 feet tall. Tomato plants are getting taller. This one is my first one in the garden. The chamomile is not really growing that much, probably because of the shade from the celery. And the 2 squashes back here are doing fabulous. This one's doing well too. Put the holy basil in here. A basil plant that I had under grow lights. Another tomato plant. The garlic has gotten super unhappy. It doesn't want to stand like it used to, so I'm not sure what happened there. Future plans for garden bed 2. Move the celery to a shady location and eventually some winter squash. As for the aeration pots, I have amazing squash. And look at the size of the blooms here. This is a Ford Hook squash, so it'll be kind of like a zucchini. Tom Thumb tomato. I am so excited about this plant this year. He's so petite. And he fits in these little tiny aeration pots. I cannot wait to get some tomatoes out of him this year. Cauliflower. Malabar spinach. Cauliflower. And a lot of squash. The borage has gotten so humongous. Kale, some beets. That's a cucumber. The chamomile is getting bigger and bigger. I'm very excited about that. More nasturtiums. Some okra back there with some thyme. Future plans for the aeration pots. Plant the ground cherries and more flowers to attract beneficial pollinators. If you recall right, I had mentioned I wanted to get a bird bath. Let's check it out. It's so amazing! Future plans for the wildlife area. Establish a beneficial bug hotel. The cucumber that I was worried about last month is doing fabulous. It is actually growing up here into my other tomato plant. So there is a little bloom down there too. So I'm very excited for dragon egg cucumbers this year. This Amish tomato is doing incredible. Another tomato plant. Another cucumber. Of course, this is another dragon egg. We've got some lettuce in here. This mammoth is doing great. I'm worried that the bottom guy's not getting enough sun, but he's trying. He grows stronger every day. Little chocolate cherry. And of course the red queen's doing fine back here. Now for the pea patch. Really happy to see some marigolds and this beautiful nasturtium. Strawberries are doing fabulous. The peas have stopped giving me any fruit. Here's one. I was getting probably like 15 a day, and now it's like nothing due to the heat. Here's the state of the pea patch. Future plans for the pea patch: retire the peas, move the strawberries to the strawberry patch, interplant with tomatoes, peppers, lettuce, onion, and other companion plants. I think I have about 10 tomato plants that have got to get in the ground. And then we've got some basil and some lemon balm that I'll be putting in different spots. And I'll be doing that in the next week or two. That's the current plan for the pea patch. As you can see, the pea patch conversion to a tomato patch is going to be a little project for me. I'll have to refresh the soil. I'll need to get some eggshells and some worm compost in the soil, and I'll just have to really work at making sure that soil is amazing for my baby tomatoes. So next up, let's check out the greenhouse. It's not as chaotic as last time, but it's still got a little chaos. So here's my workstation. I've got some potting soil with a little bit of perlite and some vermiculite in it, pods that I want to plant, some fabric pots, and more of the pea pellets are one of my favorite lazy gardener things to do. Items I plan to plant: some peppers, some melons, and winter squash. A lot of varieties of winter squash this year. So that is this part. When it comes to the peppers, they're doing amazing. I'm so happy. I have kept them in the greenhouse to ensure that no change of weather, which I've had frequently. I've had everything from mid-90s to 40s. I'm so glad my little pepper plants are doing safely in here. Walking this way to the grow lights. I like to continuously grow supporting plants like marigolds and things like that. I've got some lettuce back here, which I'm going to be planting in the shade, so that way it doesn't bolt as fast. I have tomato plants down here, along with some more peppers. And down here, everything from basil and tarragon. There's the state of my greenhouse. Next up is the strawberry patch. Not much has changed, aside from perhaps the lettuce is going to seed. I do have some beautiful red lettuce over here. This miner's lettuce is going to seed. So we have Mr. Unidentified plant number 2 from the last video. The celery has gone to seed. I've been fairly happy with these 2 strawberry plants. Obviously this guy's getting a lot more berries. And the sage is doing just fine back there. My yellow Spanish onion could use little spacing. Another pretty nasturtium. This lettuce is doing okay because I put shade cloth over it. It looks like the orach is going to seed. And the cosmos, I have no idea why they haven't flowered. If you have any suggestions, let me know. Future plans: plant the strawberries from the pea patch. Well, there you have it. The state of the garden, May 2020.